Welcome to Chaos Crypto.
Well, I got something to say. I bought some Bitcoin today. You can say that I'm insane, but I bought it anyway.
Hey, welcome to Chaos Crypto. I'm Mikey Raman. I'll be your host for the next few minutes. Alright, I'm going to have a little section here on the basics of crypto investing. First, a little market recap. Starting in March, a lot of fiat started flowing into the crypto market. Unlike previous uptrends, the gains this time were spread throughout an increasing array of cryptos. Ethereum was the most notable due to its increased functionality, the addition of smart contracts built upon the time-tested Bitcoin framework. And then late May brought an abrupt pullback. And then it was off to the races again till early June's peaks, followed by consolidation till mid-July, so, up and down. The August upswing took a total market cap up to around 170 billion, and it's before the Chinese FUD and Jamie the PUD threw the markets into panic mode. Well, June consolidation lasted for a little more than a month. I expect this current phase to last about the same. So you had more of a correction at the start, which usually means that there's going to be less consolidation. So that's just a general rule of investing. You have a big correction, the markets are going to recover more quickly. So it's just kind of the way they work. So this is probably going to be a little shorter because we had two pretty violent corrections in the markets, taking them down a good number of percentage points. I don't know exactly what, but the crypto market is in its infancy right now, and this is the Wild West. Like the internet boom and bust of the late 90s, there are golden opportunities and there are outright scams. I'm attempting to come up with a market strategy myself, and I'm just sharing them with you, you lucky little bastards. Okay, so Bitcoin is the big boy on the blockchain. And the new kids are gaining turf. They just moved in, and they moved into some nice little subdivisions in the little cul-de-sac that was just Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's like, Bitcoin's cool. He's cool. He's cool. He's sharing the little market cap with everyone else because he was the first guy on the block. He's okay. He's okay with it. You guys can build on what I did. So as a general rule, if you're using cryptos as an investment, you want to be invested in something that's going to outperform Bitcoin. It's like, otherwise, you might as well be invested in Bitcoin and not even worry about it. Just go to sleep. So otherwise, you might as well just buy Bitcoin and sit on it. Not saying that derogatorily. Okay, so in order to make things simple, I'm just going to focus on coins that are being traded on the Exodus wallet / exchange. I like Exodus because it's got an aesthetically pleasing and intuitive user interface, and they have a pretty nice array of cryptos that you can trade, and it's being regularly added to. They just added the SALT token, but I can't find a whole lot of information about it right now, so it's kind of theoretical. It's kind of interesting that they added that. It might be something for speculators to look into. So number one is OMG. Omisego is not just a cryptocurrency, it's a real company that occupies space in the real world. They just announced a deal with McDonald's, and even though it's not likely to vanish in a puff of air like many coins, it's still undervalued. It's sitting at 12th place in the crypto hit parade. It had a decent run up starting in August, so it's a little late to the party, but there's plenty of room in the upside. And so the question is, does it outperform Bitcoin? To which I'd have to say, not really at the moment. I personally have some OMG, and even with the recent pullback, I'm still ahead from where I invested at. But it doesn't seem to be a stellar short-term performer. Cliff High has issued predictions for enormous growth of OMG, and I'm likely to hold on to it for a while. And even if I do sell it, I think I may come back to it if something else doesn't work out. I'd definitely keep that in mind. So number 2 is Decred. And Decred has some nice cyclical volatility, and it makes an interesting trade. This one could give more exposure to risk, but it also is looking like it has a nice uptrend. This would be a good one for an aspiring crypto day trader to get their feet wet. On average, it has been lagging compared to Bitcoin, so if the trend continues, it's not likely a long-term hold, but who knows? It seemed like a solid project. Number 3, and my personal favorite right now, is Dash. So from what I can see in the chart, Dash looks to be the thoroughbred in the Exodus stables. It's appealing in 2 aspects. One, it's following a breakout consolidation in March. Its dollar value has been seeing a steady increase. So, but more importantly, Dash has traded inversely to Bitcoin and the crypto market in general. Well, Bitcoin is half of the market. So generally, as a tool, you want to have a hedge or a safe haven. So when the market starts tanking, you can get into something that is at least going to hold its value. So if you aren't going to mess around with a potentially dubious coin like Tether, which supposedly has all these dollars backing up each individual Tether coin, it does not fluctuate at all. It's entirely stagnant, tied to the dollar. So it is going to go down in value consistently with Bitcoin. So it's only useful if you want to get out of the market completely, or if you want to have a safe haven. So this looks, I would say that Dash, it looks to be the one to go for when you see a market correction looming in your little headlights and your antenna start giving you those signals that danger is on the way. So I just want to say, I've been totally immersed in cryptos for the last few months. I'm educating myself all the time. I just got Antonopoulos' book, and I have a lot to catch up with. It's like, so the potential for a real world change is difficult to fathom from what is going on in the crypto market. There is so much potential in this market. I say that there is potential that didn't even exist in the internet boom 1.0. So if there are any avenues worth looking into, I would certainly like to know. Well, that's it for now. Remember, when you bet the farm, the chickens still need to come home to roost.